Top signs of gold presence in natural settings. In the heart of the wilderness, beyond the reach of maps and modern roads, lies a realm still untouched by time, where secrets sleep beneath stone and soil. It's here in these remote corners of the world that gold whispers through the landscape in ancient language, unseen but not unsignaled. And today, you're going to learn to understand it. No metal detector, no pickaxe, no pan, just the earth, just your eyes, and a bit of ancient wisdom. This is not just a journey to find gold. This is how to read nature, and how nature quietly points to gold, if only you know how to see it. Let's begin. At the beginning, gold doesn't hide in just any landscape. It's found where the bones of the earth lie bare, exposed bedrock, cracked and veined by ancient pressure. When you come across bedrock formations, especially quartz-rich or dark mafic rocks, look closely. These natural geological highways are prime terrain for gold-bearing veins. Gold often travels through fractures in the bedrock, especially along fault lines and pressure points, which means if you can see the story of shifting earth in the rocks before you, you're reading the clues. Gold leaves a trace. Bedrock tells the tale. Nature rarely gives away treasure without a riddle, and quartz is one of the most common clues. In fact, gold and quartz are geological siblings, often born from the same hydrothermal processes deep within the crust. But not just any quartz. Keep your eyes on the milky veins cutting through rock walls or littering stream beds. The best signs? Rusty iron-stained quartz. The presence of hematite or limonite on quartz is like a neon sign in geological language. It tells you water, heat, and iron once danced here together. And when they did, gold may have come along for the ride. Look for that strange orange-red smear. It's iron oxide, but it may be masking a shine far richer beneath. Gold doesn't travel alone. It sticks close to its geological siblings, minerals like magnetite, black sand, and pyrite. If you see streaks of black sand building up at bends and creeks, that's a magnetic welcome mat. And gold may have checked in too. Magnetite is your best friend in disguise. Drop a small natural magnet in an area, and if it comes up peppered with black grains, that's a good sign that heavy minerals are settling here. Gold, being extremely dense, settles in the same traps. These heavy mineral congregations are like a party, and gold is always the VIP, usually the last to leave. Creeks and rivers are storytellers, whispering secrets with every twist and turn. The bends and streams are natural traps for dense materials. Gold, with its heavyweight presence, can't keep up with light sediments, so when water slows, it drops. Focus on inside bends, just behind large obstructions like boulders or logs. These spots act like natural gold pans, but don't stop at surface gravel. Dig beneath, where older layers hide ancient gold deposits. And here's the trick. Follow the river upstream. Gold sheds from a source, often called a lode, and trails downhill. The further you go upstream and still find gold indicators, the closer you may be to the mother vein. Nature leaves breadcrumbs. Follow them with a sharp eye. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But some of the most reliable signs are small and seemingly unimpressive. Oxidized rocks, for example, those that look rusted, brittle, or flaky, are often full of iron sulfides. These minerals commonly co-occur with gold. And near old, decaying trees or logs, that's not just wilderness decay. Trees with deep roots often pierce mineral-rich soil, absorbing minute traces of gold. In fact, eucalyptus trees in Australia have been found to carry microscopic gold particles in their leaves and bark. Rotten wood, rusty rock, and just maybe golden treasure. You don't need a lab to notice changes in soil color. A sudden patch of clay, rich orange, or purplish soil among gray dirt. That's a geochemical fingerprint. Such changes often reflect shifts in underlying minerals, including gold-bearing formations. Use a simple method. Scoop some of the discolored soil, rub it between your fingers, and observe its weight and texture. If it feels unusually dense, sticky, or heavy, take note. You're probably standing over a veins-buried cousin. Topography can be your compass. Gold-rich zones often follow fault lines, hillsides, or ridgelines. Watch the terrain. Sudden steep drops, folded hills, or unnatural mounds in otherwise flat land may signal underlying shifts that crack the earth. Exactly the kind of environment where gold veins were formed long ago. You've followed the creeks. You've read the bedrock. You've spotted rust-stained quartz veins and tracked where the heavy minerals gather. But nature still has more to tell, because gold doesn't just hide beneath your feet. It echoes in the landscape, reflects in the plants, and sometimes even whispers through the creatures that call those hidden corners home. Let's continue the journey. Gold's origins lie in fire. Deep within the Earth's crust, hydrothermal fluids surge through fractured rock, depositing veins of gold in the wake of ancient volcanic activity. So where do you begin? Look for volcanic rock outcrops. Basalt, rhyolite, and andesite are all volcanic stones. If you're hiking in regions where these rocks dominate, especially alongside quartz veins, you're walking the very scars where gold once surged upward. And here's the hidden truth. Eroded volcanic belts often leave rich placer gold in the valleys below. So if you're hiking beneath ancient volcanic slopes with riverbeds below, you're in prime territory. Keep your eyes sharp. A sudden change in rock color, a streak of red, yellow, or even bright green against otherwise gray stone, isn't just beautiful. It could be a sign of underlying mineralization. These discolorations often point to sulfide minerals like chalcopyrite or arsenopyrite, common companions of gold. One technique? Stand at a slight elevation and scan the slope. You're looking for color shifts that run in lines or veins across the terrain. Those are nature's highlighters, outlining fault zones and mineral corridors. Remember, gold rarely travels alone. It follows the trail of heat, pressure, and chemical chaos. And nature leaves a trail, one color change at a time. In still waters, gold gathers quietly. Look for ponds, side pools off river bends, and deep crevices at the base of waterfalls. Gold is heavy. It drops fast when water slows down. Here's a field trick used by seasoned prospectors. If you can wade gently into a calm section of stream and find rounded stones layered beneath thick black sand, you may have stumbled into a natural trap. Gold, if it's there, will be hugging the lowest point, just beneath that black sand. And don't underestimate waterfalls. The crashing current often dislodges gold upstream, which then drops like an anchor at the base. Nature is always sketching maps, if you know how to read them. Look at the orientation of hills, the folding of the land, the tilt of the rock layers. Veins of gold usually follow fault lines, those invisible scars left by tectonic shifts. These are often visible as straight lines of discoloration or cracks slicing across exposed rock faces. Even ancient dry riverbeds called gulches or draws can carry secrets. Gold once traveled through them, settled deep, and was buried beneath decades or centuries of debris. And here's a seasoned tip. If an area has both quartz veins and evidence of past water erosion, it's a prime candidate for gold convergence. Believe it or not, some prospectors swear by observing wildlife. Birds like magpies and ravens are drawn to shiny materials and have been known to collect small flecks of gold and mica. Mice and pack rats create nests with pebbles and minerals. If you're camping in gold country and find a rodent nest filled with unusually heavy stones, it might be time to investigate. Even ants, when building their mounds, occasionally bring up tiny mineral-rich particles from below the surface. In the wild, every creature interacts with the land, and sometimes they dig deeper than humans ever would. Gold doesn't call out loudly, it murmurs. It glimmers in silence. It hides not because it's rare, but because it was never meant to be found easily. The signs are there, written in rust, etched in quartz, buried in black sand in twisted hillsides. You now know how to see them, to follow the signs that others miss, to read the story that nature has written in stone, in soil, and in stream. So whether you're walking alone through a dry gulch under a blazing sun, or standing waist-deep in a river, watching the water bend and curl, remember, the earth has always been speaking. Now, you know how to listen, and when you do, gold just might answer. If this journey into nature's hidden signals helped unlock new clues for you, subscribe to EGS Pro and join the tribe of seekers, explorers, and true gold chasers. Let us know in the comments, what signs have you seen in the wild? What led you to your first flake or your biggest score? And never forget, the next time you walk a trail, turn over a rock, or scoop a patch of soil, you might just be holding a fortune.